and 4. Introducing first. Introducing his opponent.
This is the first time we are seeing Kenny Kalypso. That is just Nick's shirt.
Yeah, he don't look too happy right now.
That throw in the towel, man.
Coming to the ring from Planet Dread, weighing in at 420 grams. He is the Pineapple Lord, Kenny Kalypso!
Let's go!
Kenny Kalypso is not playing around tonight. Kenny Kalypso coming in hot.
Kenny obviously upset about the actions of the 8th day. Great counter there by Shawn Hendrix.
Shawn Hendrix is in the fight of his life tonight.
He was told to finish it from Father Ode. Man, after that hellacious throw in the towel match at Texas Indie Showcase,
What a match.
Shawn Hendrix was pleading with Kenny Kalypso to throw in that towel. Just Nick had his wrists bound behind him in those golden handcuffs. Concerto after concerto on the top of Nick's head. There was no way Nick could have gotten out of that. I don't care. What Kenny Kalypso did was he saved his friend's life. That's what he did that night.
I mean, maybe
Father
a few
Ode
seconds
was
too
willing
late.
to do anything to keep that belt. We got to cover. Father Ode was willing to do anything.
Shawn Hendrix. Ode barking orders. Uh-oh. And it cost him.
Ropes, we're going. Big forearm.
Kenny Kalypso is here to avenge the destruction of Just Nick that took place on Sunday.
I have not seen or heard from Just Nick since that happened. I was backstage when Kiefer Bartek and Father Ode were getting into it. I was back there when they brought Just Nick back. They were looking to get him ice and, you know, wake him up after those concertos, but I haven't seen him since. It was a pretty dicey scene back there. I don't know where you were, but it was, you know, I've seen a lot of tense situations backstage at wrestling events before.
But this is what people don't understand.
That was probably the worst of it.
This is a new 8th day. This is a different 8th day that we saw a few months ago. This is a different 8th day that we were in the ring with a few months ago.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess with this 8th day.
Father O'Day talking about end of times, putting Shawn Hendrix to these tests. I used to think I knew what Father O'Day was on, but now, you know, O'Day and we go pretty far back to this.
Dare I say, he's a wacko now. He lost his marbles. Legally, I didn't say that. Legally, I did not say that. But if you've been watching this show, Father O'Day has been taking everyone out.
You know, we saw him at Super Texas Contender Series 5. We saw him at Texas Contender Series 36, how he dismantled Jay Davis with the help of those stairs and the chairs and the help of the 8th day. As we get those knees, and we see a very, very emotional and fired up Kenny Kalypso.
I mean, Dan, how would you feel if you're Kenny Kalypso and you just waited a few seconds too late and your best friend got sent away? That's got to weigh heavy on his mind.
I mean, if he threw in the towel after, he had the opportunity to throw in the towel before even one concerto, but we got a pin here. But Just Nick ate 2 of those concertos on the steps with everyone in Campbell Hall to see. If you want to relive that, it's on IWTV right now, but Kenny Kalypso upset, you know, I could see why upset with Shawn Hendrix, who, you know, that being said, I think Shawn Hendrix might just be a stand-in for the 8th day for Father O'Day as a whole, because, you know, Shawn Hendrix, he was the one pleading with Kenny Kalypso to throw in that towel.
We tried to talk some sense into Kenny, and Kenny wasn't listening, and look where it got him.
But again, after all those big elbow, another month, another cover. After all those months of the 8th day, admittedly playing Just Nick, getting to the head of Just Nick, befriending him, teaming up with him against you, and just to be a part of his grand plan to get that Texas Contender Series championship. Pineapple Slicer misses. We got a roll up here. Shawn Hendrix, 2 count. Can he back up? Ducking the line. Eat defeat. Planning. Shawn Hendrix. Just a 2 count.
I talked earlier about Roger losing. I can only imagine if Shawn Hendrix loses tonight.
He told, at the beginning of the show tonight, Father O'Day was in the middle of that ring telling Shawn Hendrix that he had to finish it. Telling him after that, what happened backstage, that Shawn Hendrix is going to have to finish it. So, Kenny Kalypso, I've never seen him so just fired up like this.
I mean, he cost his friend not only the match, but his ability to walk.
We've, of course, not seen Just Nick. He's not here tonight, folks. Don't expect anything miraculous from Nick. Kenny Kalypso just clocking Shawn Hendrix.
What does Kenny have in mind now?
Of course, we have to wonder what the future holds for Just Vibin', for Kenny Kalypso, for Just Nick. You know how the 8th day, like a mind virus, getting into the head of both of these guys. You know, the 8th day just bringing out anger. The 8th day I I've never seen Kenny Kalypso like this, and it's all because of the mind games of the 8th day. Does Kenny...
He's making it known to Father Ode that this is personal. And how must you feel if you're Kenny? You go from a tag team wrestler one day to a singles wrestler the next day.
Kenny Kalypso, the shortest reigning Texas Contender Series champion. Of only 4 days, losing that belt to just Nick. I'm sure the 8th day, of course. Whoa!
Oh.
Shades of Miyu Yamashita. Shawn Hendrix steadying up on his Joshi Puroresu, escaping the grasp of Kenny Kalypso. Shawn Hendrix sending Kenny Kalypso in the corner.
What does Hendrix have planned?
Shawn is fired up.
Oh.
Low cross body as Shawn goes up to the high rent district.
Oh.
Looks like he's going for that moonsault. And he hits it.
Oh.
Not going for the cover. So much has been taken out of both of these competitors now. Very lackadaisical pin by Shawn Hendrix, who was just barely able to get to Kenny Kalypso.
Shawn Hendrix has bounced back in this fight. And for his sake, I'm glad.
Father Ode has created such an energy around him that it's, you know, I'm probably about 40 feet away from him right now, but he's certainly intimidating. That low side kick from Kenny Kalypso setting up, trying to slice that pineapple, misses. Shawn Hendrix saw it coming, set him up for the Valley of Death driver.
Oh.
That's it. Cover. Kenny Kalypso able to kick out. Father Ode none too happy with what's been transpiring right now in the middle of that ring. Kenny Kalypso kicking out of that Valley of Death driver.
Father Ode is stomping out of anger. This is not a good look right now.
I don't think Father Ode cares about looks. Seems like the only thing that he's been caring about is holding on to that championship, keeping the 8th day in line, and the end of times, which he has been alluding to. Spinning forearm, Kenny Kalypso. You just see the hatred in his eyes.
And I, going on, a 2-4-2, and a skull. For a fucking skull!
Oh! Fighting words! Fighting words from Kenny Kalypso.
Running knee from Kenny Kalypso. Proclaiming an eye for an eye.
Touchy subject.
Get your bitch ass!
Pineapple slicer! And Shawn Hendrix is down.
He's out. Is that it?
Shawn Hendrix getting his foot on the rope there.
That may have been his saving grace. Kenny Kalypso still in control.
Giving those eyes to Father Ode. Kenny Kalypso going up top! Frog splash, nobody home! Shawn Hendrix wobbly getting up to his feet, using the ropes to help. And Father Ode introducing a chair into the ring. As the ref is distracted. Oh, and now Hendrix and Ode are getting into it.
They're getting into it. Hold on now.
Referee breaking those two apart. Kenny Kalypso blocking.
Ref!
Shawn Hendrix, ref is down.
The winner of this match!
You gotta be kidding me.
Kenny Kalypso!
guess the rules don't matter, Dan.
Kenny Kalypso getting his revenge on the 8th day.
He cheated.
In the form of using that chair we've seen so many times in the hand of Father O'Day against the great miracle, Shawn Hendrix.
Uh-oh. If I'm Kenny, I'd get out of there. This is not looking good.
And like vultures, the 8th day has surrounded the ring. It's for...
Uh-oh.
That's Teflon John. We saw John at the beginning of TCS 37, and the 8th day is dispersing.
What about Shawn Hendrix?
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Smart choice by Shawn Hendrix right there.
Father O'Day walks off, Texas Contender Series championship in hand. Fuming at Shawn Hendrix. I don't know what is in store for Shawn Hendrix.
This is not over.
This is not over, but Texas Contender Series 37 is. Folks, thank you so much for joining us. For Danny King, I am Dan Miller. We will see you in 2 weeks for Texas Contender Series 38. For everybody here at New Texas Pro Wrestling, we'll see you next time.
Ciao.